Welcome to the first of many Autodesk Inventor tutorials that I'll be putting up on YouTube. I'll be using Autodesk Inventor Professional 2010. If you have a earlier or later version, no worries. Everything we do here will work on earlier or later versions. They don't change too much, especially the base features which we'll be using now. So yeah, as long as you've got this ribbon toolbar which you see up here, which is implemented by everything from Microsoft Word to AutoCAD now, you'll be good to go. So if it's in maybe the past 5 years, don't worry about any software differences. So what I hope to cover over the course of this series is we'll start with 2D sketching, then move on to 3D modeling of sort of parts. Then we'll turn those parts into engineering drawings and then make assemblies with multiple parts. Then we can go into special features such as making exploded views, animations, and then working with sheet metal and weldments. There's no real schedule for these sessions, so I'll just make them as many as possible, as quick as possible, covering as much content as possible. So if you want to catch them all, I suggest you subscribe. I'll be uploading them in order, so if you're subscribed, you should get a notification each time a new one comes out. This is my first sort of tutorial screencast thing that I've been working on, so any tips screencast-wise, production-wise, let me know. Anything that'll help improve it, just feel free to let me know. I really appreciate any feedback. So like, dislike, comment, whatever, just helps me figure out what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and what I can do better. Also content, if you're finding the content too difficult, too easy, like if there's something that you would like to see that I clearly skipped over, or something, if I'm going too detailed, just let me know in the comments, and I'll make the future videos better. This is an ongoing sort of thing. Hopefully we'll see a good progression in the quality of these things as we go throughout. So today, start with basic user interface and some sketching. So once you open up Inventor, you'll see a window something like this. We've got this menu which has your new, open, save, save as, standard stuff. We're gonna open a new file. So click new. You see all these different file types: IDW, IAM, DWG, IPT, all for different applications. So we've got the IAM, which is for sort of assembling multiple parts. IDW, you can sort of see, like on the icon, you can have an idea of what each drawing is for. So this file will be used for making engineering drawings and sort of using the parts to create high quality engineering drawings, annotated and dimensioned and everything. DWG, you might be familiar with that with AutoCAD, but we're going to stick with the IPT for this first few tutorials in making some parts. So that's what this file is for, making parts. You've got metric and English options. This is going to be Imperial, so we'll just open this one up. So from here, this will give us a blank canvas for starting our part building. So this process starts with 2D sketching, and then we use 3D operators on that sketch to sort of build it into a three-dimensional model. For those of you who don't know, Inventor is Autodesk's direct competitor to SolidWorks. It's basically it's not as nice as AutoCAD for 2D stuff, but for 3D stuff, it's really easy to quickly mock up something. Much easier than AutoCAD itself, but no command line, which is a big letdown. Anyways, there are shortcuts for many of the commands, so if you want to start by drawing a line, we've got all the draw options in here, by the way, so under draw. So we can click line, and now we're able to draw a line. So if I click once, it'll be the start point, and then if I click a second time, that'll be the end point. Some of you may be used to the command line in AutoCAD to enter lengths and directions and stuff. Here we draw the shape first, and then we constrain it how we want it to be. So we can click multiple times. We'll keep drawing separate lines, each starting where the other one ends. When we want to end this, we can hit escape, or we can go right click and we've got our options in here. So done. If we want to restart it, you can right click and press restart, or we can hit spacebar, same thing. You've got all your standard draw options in here. So let's do a circle. So instead of entering the radius, you just sort of draw it, and then we get to constrain it down. I'll show you how to do that in the next session. So you can just draw shapes by clicking and clicking again. Arcs, same thing. Rectangles. So for an arc, start point, and then now we want that. So fillets. For those of you who use AutoCAD, you'll know what a fillet is. So we can click one edge, another edge, specify a radius, and it will fillet it off like that. Similarly, we can do chamfer. So pick a distance once again. Pick one edge, the second edge, and then it will chamfer it off. So it's like a square cut on the corner sort of thing. Okay, getting up to the time limit now, so we'll just keep it short. Basic mouse and view stuff. So if we scroll the mouse wheel, we'll zoom in and out. Also, if you click and drag the mouse wheel, that'll pan. You also have view options over here, such as pan and zoom. And once again, there's shortcuts on the keyboard for like all this stuff. So if we want to draw a line, we hit L, and that'll be a shortcut for the same thing as clicking the line button. So okay, we'll cut it off there, and we'll move on to constraints in the next video. So stay tuned. Oh, once again, please like, dislike, comment, give me some sort of feedback, because I don't really know how I'm doing here.